Bueno, me crashó el juego. No sé qué pasó. Por suerte guardé partida justo. O sea, fue instintivo. Guardé partida de pedo, guardé partida porque si no hubiese perdido un rico progreso. Pero bueno, a guardar partida bastante por las dudas. No sé qué le pasa, boludo, últimamente Mass Effect. Toda la vida lo jugué sin problemas. Me pongo a grabar y le pinta la locura. Pero bueno, vamos a hablar con la asistente de la consorte Azari.
Welcome, I am Nailina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Estaría bien, sí.
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
Contame algo de la consorte.
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many
Sexo.
people and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure.
Sexo.
Most of the time, our
No,
clients
es una
won't
cosa
realize
más.
what they were seeking until after she has
Claro.
provided it for them.
You make her
Es
sound
como
like
más
some kind of
místico la cosa.
oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit.
Es raro que
I
nunca más
suggest you make
aparezca
an
la
appointment and see for yourself.
consorte Azari en el resto de juegos. Es medio raro.
What do you do here, Nolina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
¿Cómo?
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in
Re
your
estúpido
body
era.
and relieve it.
Suena interesante.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent.
La cara de
I'll add you
Kaden
to
en
our
el
client
fondo.
list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
¿Qué?
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
Sí, me gustaría hablar con la consorte. Bueno,
I
gracias.
think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nailina,
Yes, Shaira?
send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Yes, of course, mistress.
Lo hacen resexual, lo de la consorte, pobre. No, está muy piola el tema de
It
los
appears
Azari.
the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
El tema de los Azari es un tema que se explora mucho durante el juego también, en general, durante los 3 juegos. Y es un tema interesante porque son más que simplemente una relación sexual que tienen con la mayoría de las otras especies. Es una conexión más espiritual y está bastante zarpado cuando lo exploran y lo van explorando, y yo les aseguro que en esta partida lo vamos a explorar porque me interesa mucho ese tipo de lore. Además que para Mass Effect 4 parece que va a ser interesante el irse con cierto personaje. Como yo siempre me imaginé, porque es bastante obvio. Nada, ya veremos, no les voy a contar mucho. Claro.
Where do
obvio.
I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
Va. Yo hablo de Mass Effect 4 como si siquiera los de BioWare supiesen lo que van a hacer. No tienen ni puta idea. Tienen menos idea de ellos que nosotros de lo que van a hacer con ese juego. No saben ni lo que van a hacer con Dragon Age 4, imagínense con Mass Effect. Pero bueno, me gusta tener esperanzas a veces.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
Un bolus.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner. I'd spend all day here if I could.
Ok.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
Isn't this place terrific?
Tranquilo.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Mira.
The consort is a wonderful person.
La cara.
She has quite a gift.
¿Qué le pasaba?
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
Ay, Dios, qué paja. Bueno, vamos a ver a la consorte. Yo voy a ir guardando de vez en cuando. Espérate, una guardadita. ¿No les da cosa que entren estos 3 soldados armadísimos hasta los dientes a visitar a la consorte, que es como bastante importante? No sé, digo. Pero bueno.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel.
Ya lo conozco. ¿Qué quieres?
You wanted to speak with me?
I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Cora's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
Esa mano, por favor, La cara de Shepard, re serio. ¿Y qué salió mal?
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
Está bien, supongo.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
Re incómoda la situación. Con los otros dos mirando atrás ahí tipo...
Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
Ok. Yo siempre tuve mis teorías sobre las Asari que tienen algún tipo de control mental, cosa rara, pero bueno, hay teorías sobre las Asari, que eso es muy raro. Como nunca se van a explorar mucho tampoco porque BioWare...
That's understandable. Many are a little unsure what to expect their first time.
Don't get me wrong. I've only heard good things about the consort. It's just...
The unknown forces us out of our comfort zone. It forces us to be vulnerable.
Exactly. That's just what I was thinking.
Good. Then we are ready to
Y
begin.
todos mirando y re incómodo todo. Pobre Volus. Ok, vayámonos un rato.
Few are ever asked to aid Shaira. It's quite an honor.
What do you know about the general?
He's been seeing the consort for longer than I can remember. Then one day, he stormed out of here furious. He hasn't been back since. He was always very respectful to the acolytes, very noble.
Ok.
I think I'm done here.
Of course. Come back
Interesante.
anytime.
Bueno, bastante bien la visita Dudy's Place. Por acá arriba, ¿podés ir por ahí arriba también? No. ¿O sí? Ah, sí. Uf, hay mucho que explorar y me empiezo a poner nervioso. Pero bueno, poco a poco, poco a poco. De hecho esto termina acá y ahora subimos, exploramos la parte de arriba, si mal no recuerdo. Ah, estos son los salarianos, por cierto. La otra raza que faltaba conocer. Bueno, falta otra. Bueno, faltan un montón, ¿no? Pero de las importantes. Falta otra que son los Krogan, que es los que están acá.
Hard to believe the Krogan were once seen as the saviors of the galaxy.
Bueno, ya nos vamos a enterar de la historia de los Krogan. Ya nos vamos a enterar de la historia de los Krogan. Es muy interesante. Y acá está Vina, que supongo que algo nos podrá contar.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a
saltamos el
number
2.
of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the council.
Importante, ¿eh? La rebelión Krogan y la guerra Rachni, que nos cuenten, es muy importante. Presten atención porque está bastante interesante. Vamos en orden. ¿Qué fue la guerra Rachni? ¿Qué fue la que pasó primero, no?
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries.
Mierda.
The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Es un poco hardcore, ¿no? Extinguir una raza entera.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
Bueno, ¿y qué pasó en la rebelión Krogan?
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
La verdad que sí. Primero los Krogan para extinguir a los Rachni y después los Turianos para controlar a los Krogan. ¿Y quién va a controlar a los Turianos ahora?
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni.
Bueno.
Then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan.
Literalmente
So
lo
who's
mismo
gonna
que
stop
dije
the
yo.
Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
La verdad que no, pero bueno. El tema de la rebelión de los Krogan es un tema que también se toca durante mucho, de forma importante a través de la trilogía, y es todo un tema. Es un tema moral bastante grande y que bueno, yo tengo una opinión, pero aún así, incluso con la opinión tan formada que tengo, si lo ponemos a contextualizar, es bastante hardcore, es un tema complicado.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
Se lo habían buscado, no. Yo no pienso así.
That's all for now.
O a lo mejor sí, se lo buscaron un poco, pero bueno.
Have a pleasant day.
Es todo un tema, no me voy a meter ahí todavía. Ya vamos a tener tiempo para hablar de... ¿De dónde ibas acá? What? ¿Qué es esto? Ah, por acá atrás a la parte de arriba. ¿Había algo acá arriba? No. No hay una mierda. Ahí es bajas donde vas a lo de la consorte y ya está, listo. Ok, buenardo. Ya vamos a tener tiempo largo para hablar de la rebelión Krogan cuando tengamos más contexto. Cuando llegue el momento de tomar decisiones. Ya vamos a hablar. Bueno, acá está la parte comercial de la ciudadela. Y acá están los Hanar. Bueno, un Hanar.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
It.
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species.
Como
It is just our
pero
way.
bueno, había muchas razas que me hubiese gustado que exploren, pero bueno, lo mismo, son muchas razas, no pueden explorar todas, pero me hubiese encantado, boludo. En libros al menos, ¿me entendés? Pero bueno, pregunta personal.
Who are you?
This one's face name is
Ah, bueno, ya me lo dijo,
Delaninder,
¿no?
though many... Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy.
Oh.
This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire. For a price, naturally.
A ver, ¿qué tenés?
I'd like to see these rare and wonderful items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Objetos estándar primero. A ver. Escopeta, no voy a comprarle nada igual, pero bueno. Más que nada voy a vender pesada humana, mediana, armaduras, ¿no? Esto se compra siempre. Las licencias. Licencia de Cita Foundation para el oficial de suministro de la Normandía. Esto después lo compramos y tenemos su tienda disponible en la Normandía. Es muy clave esto. Y bueno, acá le vendo la herramienta. No, todavía no, porque esta está buena. Mejora granadas de alta potencia. La tengo que poner. Esta está muy buena. Química, bueno, la voy a dejar porque otra no tengo. ¿Esto qué es? Minúscula de material que causa bajo nivel de daño radioactivo. Reducción de recarga. Nah. No le voy a usar nunca, sinceramente. ¿Qué es esto? Pistola Edge. Kessler. Striker. Ligera humana Assassin, una mierda. Onyx, una mierda. Lancer Storm, esto no me acuerdo cuál. Creo que el Lancer 1 es una mierda. Pero no sé. La escopeta me la voy a quedar porque no lo sé. Media Krogan, no. Creo que está buena esa armadura, pero no. no. Fusil del Santo Banshee. Esto los tengo que ver, no los voy a tocar todavía. La Hurricane tampoco. Duelist One. Esta puede ser que esté buena, ¿no? Bueno, es una armadura pesada, la voy a usar. Bueno, la voy a dejar igual. Por las dudas. Nada, de hecho no. Fusil de francotirador lo voy a dejar. Mejora de armadura. Esta me la tengo que poner. Mejora de arma, gran calibre. Esto puede estar bueno para los fusiles de francotirador. Esta está buena. Porque a vos la cadencia de disparo y la absorción no te da igual. Porque con un tiro ya de por sí te quedas sin... Se te quema todo, así que da igual. Esta está buena. Radioactiva 2. No, what? Reducción de recarga. Nah. Pistola Striker 2. Ok, esta tengo que verla. Ligera acuariana. Nah, falta un montón, ¿no? No falta. Bueno, sí, ya fue. Media humana. Estas me las voy a dejar porque me las tengo que probar yo cuando las pueda usar. Bueno, esto lo tengo que ver. Mejora de armadura. Estimulantes 3. Importante. Y pistola Striker 3. Ok. Todavía nada. Vamos a ver. Vamos con Ashley primero, ¿no? Fusil de Santo Banshee. Una mierda, lo voy a vender. Ok. Las escopetas Hurricane y Storm. Bastante puta mierda las dos, así que las voy a vender. Pistolas Striker. Me quedo con la Striker 3 y las otras dos las vendo. ¿Tengo que poner algo de esto? No, ¿verdad? Sumero de calor, gran calibre. Frente química, ok, nada. El francotirador, bueno, Avenger. De estos dos, ¿cuál es el mejor? El Reaper, supongo. 114, 2, 35, 25. Sí, mucho mejor esto. O sea que el Hammer se vende. Lanzagranadas, vamos a ponerle esto. Esto nada. Y acá vamos a ponerlos la reducción de los amores equipadas con paquetes de estimulantes liberan 12 de adrenalina para hacer la recuperación y los tiempos de recarga. Sí. Me lo pongo yo. Y lo de mejores escudos no se lo voy a poner ninguno de los dos todavía. Bien. Vamos a vender el resto.
Commander, it is good
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human.
Ver mejoras.
You will not.
Munición radioactiva, ya te digo, no le voy a comprar nada. No le voy a comprar nada. Como en todo RPG, normalmente no compras, te manejas con lo que encontrás. La escopeta, fuera. Fusil de asalto, fuera. Hurricane, fuera. Nada, esto me quedo. Pistola, Striker 2. Medio humana dijimos que me la quedaba. Reaper. Creo que tendría que vender el Hammer, ¿verdad que sí? Sí. Striker 3 me la quedo. Tuki. Ok, bien, ¿no? Sí. Y en comprar nada, ok. Y en armaduras no humanas, por ahora me da bastante igual. Ok. Vamos a guardar. De hecho, vamos a hacer un save común. Este ya está, me da igual. Para tener ahí... No, me había olvidado de este bug. Que te queda la flechita. Ahí está. Me había olvidado de ese bug. Por acá, por ahora no hay nada, ¿no? Por ahora. Es que acá hay una misión bastante random. Pero bueno. Bueno, terminamos con esta parte. Vamos a continuar. De hecho, ¿cuánto vamos grabado? Porque eso es importante. Vamos 20 minutos. Podemos seguir tranquilos. Bueno, 20 minutos sumando lo de antes. Pero bueno, iremos media horita. Está bien, no pasa nada. Acá está Barlabón, ¿verdad que sí? Sí. Que no vamos a hablar con él ahora, ¿por qué no?
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepherd.
Shepherd.
The tale of how you survived the great tragedy on Akuz is truly remarkable. I am amazed each time I hear it.
Nos conocemos.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barlavon. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
No parece muy legal todo eso.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Blackmail, como en todo juego político. Existe, tiene sentido, de hecho vamos a usar tus servicios.
Still sounds shady to me.
Pero sí, es bastante shady.
Then we can only hope you will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my services.
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines. From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single strong community.
A ver, háblame del Presidium, que es donde estamos ahora.
What makes the Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
¿Y los distritos?
What are the wards like?
Que no fuimos todavía.
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find down in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
Bueno.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Goodbye. El bueno de Barlabón. Creo que no sale más Barlabón en el resto de la trilogía. Debería dejar de decir eso, me parece, porque... Pero bueno. Qué sé yo. Por ahí vamos a pasar después. Vamos por acá. Vamos a explorar esta zona, ¿no? Re obvio. No, acá hay una estatua. A ver.
Art doesn't normally do much for me, but that relay statue, I like.
Ah, claro, es una estatua de un relé de masa. Esto es lo que usa la... ¿Vos decís algo?
Anyone else hear that low hum? Sounds like it's coming from that statue. Makes my teeth tingle.
Ajá. Es una estatua de un relé de masa, que es lo que usamos para viajar. Ya lo vamos a ver cuando... Lo hemos usado, ya lo han visto. Es ese coso que tiene una luz en el medio que nos hace salir volando así. Bueno, es eso. Es lo que permite el viaje interestelar para todas las especies del consejo. Acá hay otro keeper. ¿Qué te pasa, loca? Si no lo toqué.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
A ver, acá nos va a contar algo, Avina.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal
Está la
2.
2.
You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
LOL. Contame los cuidadores, please, que es re
I'd like to know
interesante.
more about the keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
¿Por qué?
Any particular reason there are so many keepers in this area?
The keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
Bastante random que lo dejen todo así, pero bueno. Monumento al Rele.
Tell me about the relay monument.
Rele.
Discovered by
Relay.
the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Tengo muchas ganas de hablar de muchas cosas, pero no puedo. No todavía, casi meto la pata. Tengo que tener mucho cuidado con lo que hablo porque hay muchos spoilers.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas
Bastante
is
espectacular.
restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
What happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit. Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control. At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of
Damn.
1,000 vessels.
¿Y la cámara del consejo?
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the Council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The Council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the councilors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
What if someone has business with the council?
The average citizen must go through
Los
the proper
embajadores,
channels
claro.
if they wish an audience with the Council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual Council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
Ojo.
That's all for now.
Ojo que se revelan las IAs.
Thank you for using Avina.
Bueno, ahí es
Have a
donde tenemos que
pleasant
ir.
day.
Y creo que vamos a ir ya, porque no tenemos más nada que hacer, me parece. Porque por acá vamos a los distritos, pero en teoría no podemos ir, ¿verdad? Creo que no. Pero vamos a chusmear igual. Acá no había nada, me parece. Por ahí ya anduvimos, más o menos. Acá hay un keeper y esto debería estar cerrado, ¿verdad que sí? ¿O no? Sí, está cerrado, listo. Vamos entonces. Hablamos con el consejo, tenemos todo ese momento importante y terminamos el capítulo. Que es bastante piola la charla con el consejo. Qué linda que es la ciudadela, como me gusta. Muy lindo. Para la época en la que salió, este juego es 2007. Tiene sus cosas, más que nada la armadura lo estoy notando mucho. Lo recordaba mucho mejor. Y bueno, los famosos ascensores de Mass Effect. Voy a guardar por los dos. Ah, bueno. Los ascensores de Mass Effect son míticos. Pero para la época en la que salió se ve bastante bien, la verdad.
No sé, a mí yo adoro este juego, qué sé yo. Yo no los puedo ver ya a este punto de una manera crítica, yo los adoro.
We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Los ascensores son míticos, mitiquísimos. Y los usan como una pantalla de carga falsa entre un mapa y otro, pero duran años. Culito de Kevin. Perdón. Pero ya llegamos. No duran tanto cuando se exageran. Creo que depende de la potencia de donde lo esté jugando. En este caso de la compu. Tarda más o menos. Pero bueno. La torre del consejo. Hemos llegado. Es preciosa, Voy a guardar partida. Y bueno, acá está Palin con... hablando con alguien.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Garrus. ¿Cómo te amo, Dios. ¿Cómo te amo, Garrus?
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
There's no Shepard without Vicarian. Bueno, basta. Soy muy funky, boludo, lo siento, es que no puedo. Yo es que lo odio a Garrus y es que me pongo nervioso. No, como que las caga, por favor,
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Eso esperemos, Garrus.
You don't want to keep the council waiting.
Como lo quiero.
I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever attacked.
La verdad que sí.
I like that fountain. It's very soothing.
La verdad que sí. Muy relajante. Y los árboles, a mí lo que más me gusta son los árboles, boludo. Es muy lindo todo acá. Pero bueno, acá está... no, más adelante. Claro, no voy a explorar mucho ahora porque no tiene sentido.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanna are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
No tiene sentido ahora porque estamos medio como con prisa de ir a ver el consejo, así que... ¿Qué le pasa, pobrecito? Así que vamos a ir a ver el consejo directamente. ¿Tajoku?
I'm waiting to speak with one of the councilor's assistants. Commander.
No puedo hablar con nadie tampoco. Listo, vamos. Directamente. Anderson.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
Let's fucking go.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
Esto es bastante medio, no voy a decir infantil, pero es como muy, me tiro muy a la yugular, hay que ser inteligentes acá. Da igual porque el consejo son unos pelotudos, pero bueno, dentro de todo.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
¿Veis? Nos odia. Nah.
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Pedazo de cabrón arrogante. A veces que quiero jugar renegado, pero...
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
¿Qué sentido tiene, la verdad? ¿Sabes qué?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
Pete total, eh.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Bueno, tranquilo. Pero de verdad, ¿de dónde conoces a Saren?
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
¿Y ahora qué?
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator?
Sí.
We saw him arguing with the executive.
Vamos con Garrus.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
No confío en él. ¿Cómo que no?
Any idea where we could
Mi
find
puto
him?
padre.
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
Bueno, tranquilo con el capitán también, ¿eh?
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
¿Alguna pista más?
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren. But his information won't come cheap.
Importante, ¿qué pasó entre Harkin y...
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago. I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
La verdad que sí, son putísimos monstruos.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars. It causes
Exacto.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions.
Pero se puede
But
evitarlos.
only if there's no other way.
Ujú.
Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Bueno.
Our
Sí.
ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Maybe they'd let us join the council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the Council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the Council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests too.
Ponele.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
¿Y por qué protegerlo?
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
Bien hecho.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
Bastante épico, no te voy a decir que no. Bueno, ¿qué onda con Barlavon?
Tell me about Barlavon.
He specializes in moving large
Ya lo
sums of
conocemos
money
igual, pero
without
bueno.
leaving
Es
a
el
peep.
bolus ese que estaba ahí.
A financial genius. Doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
¿Y el corredor sombrío qué es?
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game, and the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics, doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Bueno, a buscar información.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Ok. Y acá se abre el resto de la ciudadela. Acá ya podemos ir a los distritos y se abren el resto de misiones secundarias que tenía ganas de hacer. Y también esto significa el fin de este capítulo. Bastante interesante, nos enteramos bastante cosas, conocimos a bastantes razas diferentes. Y en el próximo capítulo vamos a estar haciendo misiones y por fin nos vamos a meter un poquito de acción y vamos a conocer personajes nuevos y... Puta que gana tengo de conocer personajes nuevos. Porque sinceramente ya me estoy cansando de estos dos. Así que siempre, apenas arranco Mass Effect, antes que otra cosa voy a buscar a mis personajes favoritos. Y a esto les meto una patada en el orto. Por eso no les estoy dando mucho equipamiento ni nada, porque es que me da completamente igual. Yo quiero a mis personajes. De hecho, no sé si me lo voy a pensar un poquito, porque siempre voy con porque podés tener un máximo de 2, como pasa en este caso, acompañantes, así que siempre voy con los mismos 2, con el mismo par, pero no sé si esta vez voy a cambiar. Me gustaría, pero es que me pasa lo mismo que me pasa en Dragon Age. Tengo que ir con mi mejor amigo o amiga y con mi interés romántico, y es como que me gustaría ir con mi otro mejor amigo, pero bueno, es complicado. Además es muy gracioso si llevo a 2 personajes específicos, pero bueno, qué sé yo. No sé, veremos. Sinceramente, siendo que yo más o menos sé cómo pasan todas las cosas en este juego, a lo mejor me voy con mis 2 amigos y fuck it. Pero bueno, qué sé yo, no sé, veremos. O a lo mejor tomo a ciertos personajes en misiones específicas. Porque Mass Effect 1 me lo acuerdo bastante más que el resto, así que más o menos me lo sé. No sé, veremos. La verdad veremos. Igual no, me parece que voy a ir con lo de siempre porque voy a necesitar... Jugando en difícil voy a necesitar a cierto personaje. Así que bueno, veremos. Nada, terminamos por hoy. Espero que les haya gustado, que lo hayan pasado bien, que les vaya interesando todo el lore y toda la historia que hay. Sé que este juego se puede hacer pesado a veces por toda la cantidad de información que hay y que hay muchas conversaciones y mucha historia y cinemáticas y conversaciones de nuevo. Pero bueno, a mí me fascina, a mí me encanta, es como BioWare hace sus juegos. De hecho, Dragon Age es mucho peor. Si al momento llegamos a jugar Dragon Age y no les gustó Mass Effect, se van a querer pegar un putísimo tiro. Pero bueno, es el tipo de juego que a mí me gusta. Sé que hay muchos que les gustaría que juegue LOL o Counter-Strike, que es como más interesante. Va a haber más variedad en el canal, no me voy a concentrar solamente en Mass Effect. Estoy ahora grabando mucho Mass Effect porque estoy viciado y tenía muchas ganas hace rato ya de jugar Mass Effect. Pero va a haber un poco más de variedad. Irónicamente nos vamos a centrar bastante, al menos en los primeros juegos que vamos a grabar. Más allá de Isaac, que Isaac siempre va a ser el video recurrente que de vez en cuando va a caer. Irónicamente vamos a jugar bastante shooters. Cosa que yo no soy muy fan de los shooters. Pero los juegos que tengo en mente, como por ejemplo Half-Life, son shooters, así que... No sé, veremos. Bueno, este es un shooter, de hecho, en tercera persona, con elementos de RPG, pero no deja de ser un shooter. Así que, mira cómo te mira, mira con la cara que te mira Shepard, mira. Bueno, ahora no. Así que nada, gente, no la alargo más. Espero que les haya gustado, que lo hayan pasado bien. Y nos vemos en el próximo capítulo de Mass Effect.